Good evening, and thank you for tuning into Wildcast. I'm Paige Johnson.
And I'm Leah Britton.
University of Arizona police responded to the report of a shooting in the Hub Apartments this past Friday. A suspect or suspects began shooting into a party on the 11th floor of the apartment, injuring 2 males. Both victims were taken to the hospital and were in stable condition as of this morning. One suspect has been arrested, and police are continuing their investigation. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to call 911.
The University of Arizona's Center for Creative Photography has finally made its grand reopening. With the center being closed for 2 years due to COVID, they are excited to be back and show the public what they've been working on. Wildcast reporter Taylor Maresca has more.
The Center for Creative Photography has reopened, and after 2 years of being closed, the feeling of being back is one of elation.
It's such a joy to be able to share the work that we've been doing for the last 2 years with everyone and to have everyone together again.
If you don't know, the CCP is nestled right in the heart of campus and boasts an impressive collection.
The Center for Creative Photography is a world-class collection of photography, and we're really a 360 institution just dedicated to this single medium.
And what might be the best part is the museum and all exhibits are completely free to students and members of the Tucson community alike.
The CCP is a public institution, and having equitable access to that institution is deeply valuable to us. So that means anyone at any moment when we're open can come in and have access to these incredible photographs and collection materials and programs.
If you're new to photography, never fear. The CCP has something for everyone.
We all have this relationship to photography. It's such a central part of our life, between social media, between billboards, between newspapers. So we live and breathe photography. It's another way in which we interact with each other, ourselves, and the world around us.
The Center for Creative Photography is open 5 days a week and is, of course, free for everyone. Reporting in Tucson, I'm Taylor Maresca, UATV3.
As Women's History Month approaches, we get ready to celebrate all of the accomplishments and growth women in our history have had. Beginning tomorrow, the month of March will be dedicated to recognizing and honoring all that women have done for the progress and changes that have been made in our world. The contributions made to work towards improvements in equality, culture, politics, and society itself will all be celebrated this entire month.
Up next, a grant for STEM student programs,
the Tucson Festival of Books,
and U Arizona Health Sciences Diversity Efforts.
We'll have all that for you when we return.
The U.S. Department of Education has recently granted the University of Arizona $5 million. The grant will aim to help STEM students of Hispanic background or those from low-income households. This will allow students studying science, technology, engineering, or math to receive more support and opportunities from the university. The grant will also help in the development of new projects and programs, as well as assist students in getting earlier access to hands-on research and learning communities.
The Tucson Festival of Books is making its return to the UA campus. The event was canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic and was held virtually last year. Setup has already begun for the major event, which will take place on March 12th and March 13th from 9:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. The festival is sponsored by TMC Healthcare and Arizona Daily Star. There will be a variety of exhibitors as well as over 100 authors presenting their works. Tickets for individual events during the weekend can be found on the event page. Registration for those interested in volunteering for the event is still open as well. For more information, visit www.tucsonfestivalofbooks.org.
Health sciences colleges at the University of Arizona have recently begun developing new programs and strategies to address and eliminate racism in healthcare. Health Science Associate Vice President for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Dr. Francisco Moreno, said that the unrest and racial incidents in 2020 caused a greater commitment to talk about ways that historic, institutional, and systemic racism in medicine might come across on campus. Required trainings on diversity initiatives have been implemented for health sciences faculty, staff, residents, and trainees to help better educate and build on diversity efforts.
After the break, Wildcast sports anchor Devin Homer has all the latest in UA sports. Don't go away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Devin Homer, here to give you everything you need to know in Arizona sports. The number 14 ranked Wildcats fought back to beat USC on Saturday, 68-59 behind Taylor Chavez's 5 threes and a career-high 18 points. Still without star forward Kate Reese, Coach Barnes and her team will look to stay afloat and make some noise in the Pac-12 tournament this week. In what was a crazy weekend for college basketball, with 6 out of the top 10 ranked teams in the country losing this past weekend. That includes the Wildcats. Tommy Lloyd and his team headed up to Boulder, Colorado, where the Wildcats have not won since 2015, and it was no different this time around. And the Buffaloes beat the Cats 79-63. They will look to brush this loss off and finish out the Pac-12 regular season with games against USC tomorrow, Stanford on Thursday, and Cal on Saturday, as they look to win the regular season Pac-12 championship. This week in Arizona softball, they beat a solid UC Davis team 3-0, but ran into some troubles as the 8th-ranked Wildcats lost to the number 1 team in the country, again this time to the Oklahoma Sooners. They will be at home on Wednesday against North Dakota State, so if you are not busy, head over there and support them. After losing a real tough game to a good GCU ball club, Chip Hale and his team bounced back, sweeping Milwaukee Sunday. Catcher Daniel Susak went 3 for 5 with 3 doubles. Their balanced offensive attack will look to stay hot as they are at home tomorrow against Dixie State, and they will host a series starting Friday against Texas State. It is safe to say, with men's basketball, softball, and baseball all in town this week, there is no shortage of Arizona sports for you this week. But that's all I have for you. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at UATV_sports and to stick around for the rest of Wildcast and tune into a sports show tomorrow for more sports news and takes. I'm Devin Homer. We'll be back after the break.
That's all we have for you tonight on Wildcast.
As always, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch any of our shows that you may have missed. Once again, I'm Leah Britton.
And I'm Paige Johnson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you after spring break.